G'day. Thanks for tuning in to The Galaxy is Watching, a Shatterpoint matchcast where gameplay meets galactic warfare. I'm Qui-Gon Jinn, guiding you through high-stakes online TTS matches, offering a tactical breakdown with topical discussions about Shatterpoint and a healthy blend of Bantha Voodoo. Tonight, I have a special guest joining me shortly, make his debut on the show, but he's definitely no stranger to YouTube. Dynamic Dylan 8, so he's not too far away. We've got a big game. This is the grand final of the Why So Serious Red Mando League. We have Red Mando 1 versus Boba Fett. Just let them know we're good to go. And boom. Alright. So Red Mando 1. It's got Vader 1. Ahsoka 1. Sorry, Ahsoka 2. Arfs. Mundi. Chuck T. 501st. And Boba Fett has Maul, Gar Saxon, Red Mandos, Armourer, Bow, and Covert Mandos. So both pretty killy lists. Interesting to see what happens here. Both players are in very good form. I'd say top form at the moment. Both ramping up games for CanCon. I think they need to settle down. Take it easy. Let me get all the reps in. All right. So it looks like we're playing shifting. Boba Fett has won the roll. See if I can get someone to keep me company for a minute while I wait for Dylan.
I'm here, Qui-Gon.
Beautiful. There you go. How are you, Red Mando 2?
I'm all right, Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you very much. You too. Did you have a good Chrissy?
I was all right. It was a very quiet one.
Quiet ones are also good ones.
They can be. Depends what you're into.
Oh, this is true. Speaking of Red Mandos.
How about you? Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, pretty low key. But yeah, it's good. Catch up with the family. Did a lot of cooking, too much cooking, and not enough eating. That's always my problem at Christmas.
That's always the danger if you know how to cook.
Yeah, well, that's it.
You get assigned that duty.
Yeah. Don't have to clean up so much. That's not too bad.
Oh, that's good. That's always good.
Normally
all
good.
right, so what have we got here? What's happening?
Super Commandos are gone. I assume they advanced and jumped.
Nice.
Locking down this side point. What was the point? 6. How do you think the Republic's gonna go? It's a bit of a double-edged sword. Vader 1, like, it's really great getting those extra dice and hopefully doing a lot more damage, but that chip damage that you take on yourself certainly makes it a lot easier for your stuff to die.
That is certainly true, and I think definitely, this Mando focus list can put out the hurt as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it'll be a case of picking the opportune moments for utilizing Vader's ability.
If we look on the trees, I know Ahsoka Tano has some heals.
It's pretty much just Mundi and Ahsoka, I think.
Yeah, but Mundi has enough heals that he can kind of share them around a bit depending on positioning and stuff.
And if the order works out right for it.
Like the deck order?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the correct activation order for utilizing all those heals. What have we got here?
That's a good question. 5-0 first.
5-0 first. With a little sneaky climb, I think.
Red Mandos will get 6, 7 in defense if they don't get up the elevation. They get it anyway, right from the gantry that is standing on.
Yeah.
Maybe pop out some pins. Oh, it's a 3 and 1. So it's only the 1 through, I think. Damage and a pinned. To the other super. Can pop off every now and then the 5-0 first. A lot more consistent since the update.
They have a good decent tree, and they've got good expertise for crits. Not with 3, but like if you roll the crit and then roll 1 expertise, it's 2 crits through.
Yeah, agreed. A big difference changing that 1 to 2 from a hit to a crit with the update.
Oh, massive improvement for them.
Alright, it's a total of 3 damage and a pin on the supers. Still got the hunker. Snips is getting ahead of herself, I think, and she jumps onto the back point. Pretty handy that while before she gets wounded. Yeah.
Or, with Mundi, even after. While she's wounded.
Yeah, that's true. And unlike Rex, you have the ability to turn Rex off by giving him a pinned. Because Rex has to
And Rex
dash.
also starts out costing the Force.
That's right. So yeah, hers is definitely slightly better, even though hers is limited to a melee attack.
Yeah, I mean, better in some ways and worse in others, because obviously the melee sort of blocks you, but the jump can often, just even that flexibility that movement gives you can be a big improvement over Rex's dash.
Yeah, that's right. Could just be getting onto a point.
Yeah. Alrighty. We got now.
So Red Mando 1's taking control of the middle, and the back point scoring 2. Gar Saxon. Do like Gar Saxon. I love his tree. I love his expertise. I love that he has Pack Hunter and Sharpshooter. They don't benefit from cover. Lots of good things. He's got plenty of shoves.
Definitely good.
Include his expertise. He can get off 3 shoves. He's basically a poor man's crosshair, but he at least moves someone.
That's true. Gives you that extra movement. And welcome, Dylan.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you. The stream. Trying to watch your stream, but it's not working for me. So my experience was bad watching the stream. There we go. I couldn't load. Okay. Let's try one more time. I also have Tabletop Simulator open if
oh, yep.
if we want to go that route.
I can invite you to the game.
Sure.
Then you're not just stuck at looking at whatever I am. All right, who did
Independent
Gardash?
analysis. Look at that.
Gardash Bow, yeah, try to get that bubble up. I assume she's within range 3 of the super, giving him steadfast and protection.
Happy New Year, Dylan. Did he not hear me?
Maybe it takes a while for the sound to travel to Canada.
Could be that. Could be that.
Sorry, I was trying to hit the invite, but it's not working.
If you search for it, I'll just send you the details. 1 sec.
Here.
Game should be called that, and the password should be that. All right, Gar is coming to do some damage. Look out, 501st. Are they hunkered? They are. So they're going to get one from the gantry. They're definitely going to get one from the gantry.
Doesn't he ignore cover, mate?
Agreed. So just the
Just
5.
saying.
I'm easily distracted. I'm like a goldfish.
Well, I'm not helping.
It's okay. 2 blocks. Ooh, good roll from Gar. Very good roll from Gar. So that's 4 crits.
Oh my. 5 through the tree.
Yeah,
Full
so
tree.
whatever he wants to do. Quite like both.
Can kill him.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's 8 jump strained or 7 jump double shove pinned. And he hit the shove on the expertise.
Surely you just kill him in this situation.
So they have the hunker, but
There's no Obi-Wan though.
Yeah, so they are steadfast. But the
I just kill him so make the strain cost more.
The shove on the tree will avoid the steadfast, get around the steadfast. Sorry, the shove on the expertise.
Expertise.
Yes. All right, 2 on that middle point. Not a bad turn from Gar. How you going there, Dylan?
All right, I'm in.
Lovely.
How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm multitasking. I'm preparing dinner.
Oh, what's on the menu?
Nice.
One of my son's favorites, which is meatballs with some mozzarella on the inside of each meatball.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
Fancy.
It's a cheesy meatball. That's what it is.
Yeah. Thematic. Half troopers, what do they got? They're not going to get that middle point. It's going to be pretty hard to shove. Bo-Katan's giving Gar steadfast for sure. I'm not sure whether that super is in range 3 of Bo or not. Potentially both steadfast.
Well, not to toot my own horn, but this this map is inspired by one of my tables.
Oh, really? I think I just played this the other day. It's a good map.
Yeah, it's got my hexagons. I noticed that first, but then I was like, wait a second, I've seen this before, except with real pieces.
So not only you have your own channel, Time to Nerd, on YouTube.
That's correct. Yeah.
But I noticed you have an Etsy page, so I'm guessing you mentioned you do 3D printing stuff. Is that correct?
I do. That's right. Yeah. I started off with the hexagon platforms, and that's on Dynamic Designs on Etsy, and then I just revamped the whole page because I made a bunch of variations, so kind of resorted everything so that it's not just the order I happen to make things, but actually kind of goes together.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah, you do very well. You do a lot to help the community in plenty of ways. So I just thank you for that now. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, thank you for that, and same to you for these live videos that you're doing as well.
Yeah, thanks. I hope people enjoy them. It's basically just us sitting here talking a bit of bantha poodoo, but it's still semi-educational.
Yep, there's always something you can get out of it, right?
Yeah. What we got? After attacking the super, I think. 5.
Probably going for the one that's
it's
outside
a
of
super.
Bo's bubble.
Yeah. Because of the angle, I don't think they'll. This second one though, we'll probably be able to get a shove on. Plus another pin, damage pinned kills them, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A good chance they get him here. Not able to use the Vader dice because that's only for a melee attack.
Right. Yeah, I guess he's probably just looking to use that on his primaries and secondaries, eh?
I would use that on definitely the primaries and secondaries, except Shakti. I would be a bit hesitant.
Yeah, that's true.
She doesn't have any heals on her tree,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a bit squishy as it is. Her defense is all right, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good chance
I mean,
she's going to
she
get
at
attacked
least,
a bit.
yeah, she at least isn't able to be exposed by Maul and armor.
That's a very good
you
point.
You don't want to put the 2 damage on her already.
Yeah, she's only got the eight stamina to start with, so
Yeah.
It basically doesn't matter, right? Shakti could go forward, do a repulse. She dies straight away. When she comes back again, look how much force he's got. He's got 8 force. You would spend.
yeah.
You would just keep spending for it until she's off the table. So I don't really know if there is much of a plan for Shakti. Maybe pin strain that'll slow her down a tiny bit. Oh, she's going to get away the pinned on her tactic, but then she's strained.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he uses Shakti here.
I was pretty much going to have to use the dice list to deal with that midpoint on the right there. Although, well, if we can get to the ingress, I guess.
So who do you Shatterpoint?
Yeah.
Fury's still having a look.
Looking at the bow jump.
Yeah, but he could be thinking armor.
I think it's armor, right?
dashes. Yeah, armor
Yeah.
jumps someone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So yeah, I'm probably going to try to see about a 2-point play here, 2 flip play, I guess.
Yeah, if you can get Bo up to that elevation, Armorer could jump up onto the platform in front of her, and then she could advance down and probably punch Ahsoka or the clones if she wanted. Hunter and Prey, though, she needs to land, engage with them.
Yeah. See, I doubt. Yeah, I doubt that jump would get her onto the gantry close enough to the point that the ARF is close by.
Well, she gets a jump off her tactic. Then she can advance, and then she hunts her and prays, and she gets anyone there that she wants.
Yeah, I was thinking about like giving the jump to Bo.
She does that as well.
Which yeah, the bow jump wouldn't get her onto either point. So
okay, yep. Pushing the coverts up is a little risky. They're very squishy. They do have protection because they're still in the deck, but 7 health. Yeah, I'd be uncomfortable.
They die so easy.
They do die so easy. Anything with 7 health, you just look at it and it falls over.
Protection does help, but like, yeah.
Marginally, yeah.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Has Ahsoka gone?
No.
Or she's just been dashed up twice,
Yeah,
jumped up twice.
she's been doing. She's been getting ahead of herself.
Okay. Oh, that far up.
So he must have been positioning well to get that off in those 2 activations.
Okay, because yeah, I was gonna say that it's only Vader left on that side, but yeah, Ahsoka's there too to give him a smack.
Yes, there's a fair few elevated points, so you'd think that would give the Mandos a slight advantage. Most of them having jumps, getting jumped off Gar's tactic, Bo's tactic, and Armorer's tactic. So I think Red Mando 1's definitely going to own this middle point, but these side points are going to be more challenging. Half his stuff having to get into melee, more than half.
Yeah, that one that the lone ARP is by on the ground will be a bit annoying to get back. Although I guess when Vader goes, he could probably advance to the ingress on the hexagon.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. And then an advance. Yeah. Probably if you hang them back on that point, he won't get into melee at least.
I think Vader wants to double advance to the middle when someone is more center. Like once he can definitely double advance and melee, that's when he wants to go.
Yeah.
What he wants now, I think, is Ahsoka. As soon as he gets Ahsoka, she can hop up there. She can dash Vader, and then you might maybe lose the middle for a turn. But then Vader will come take it back next turn if you can get him there in reserve.
Yeah,
Mundi.
for sure.
Mundi got to move. Could just be Shakti. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Both supports are wounded. Okay. Oh, yeah. So outbodying Ahsoka on the center there. That'll flip. And then, yeah, grabbing the other one. So this will be a 4-point turn.
Yeah, I think Shakti needs a dash before she activates so she can jump, then advance, get into a nice spot in the middle where she can try to get most of them out of the way.
Yeah, the 2 that are...
There we go, Ahsoka. She will just go take that side wounded point, punch the coverts maybe while she's at it. Oh, she's got to punch the one up there.
Yeah. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for the Republic list to kind of flip 2 points on a turn now that both the supports are gone.
But at the same time, it does allow that Mundi force discount. So likely to see a lot of force abilities getting used for very cheaply. He's probably got enough to do what he wants anyway without needing the discount in this first struggle.
Probably going to want to Shatterpoint one of the supports just to have more bodies though, right?
Yeah. You want those. It's hard, right? You want those supports back straight away, but then you risk them dying again straight away, and they only have 1 activation left. So
yeah,
as much as he wants them, he's kind of got to try to make the most of what he's got with these primaries and secondaries. I think if Ahsoka can get up there, have a good swing, take the Vader cut, get you 3 extra dice. So she's rolling 10 dice. She can do what? She can do 7 damage. Yes, they have protection, but then very easy for someone else to finish them off. Shakti's pretty good at doing 2 damage.
Yeah, that's true. I realize. Yeah, I guess the Super Mandos are wounded as well. So if you get the coverts wounded, then you're on even footing with all the supports wounded. So
yeah, agreed.
yeah, it's not so bad.
Bo is giving them steadfast and protection, though. So she'd have to go the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. 6 damage exposed, triple shove, jump. Sounds pretty good. The top tree for Ahsoka, if she can get that far down. Coverts are getting 5 in melee though, 5 dice versus the 10. So yeah, you think she'd be a decent chance on getting a fair way down the tree?
Yeah.
Oof.
They've got a strain on them already, too, so
he would have paid for the coordinated fire strain.
Yeah.
Which would have lost their strain.
So if that way you can take the bottom if she gets full tree.
4 through, I think. So yeah, because they're still in the deck, they've got protection, so they got 8 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That looks like just the 2 through.
3 damage.
Take the reposition.
Yeah.
Or maybe I must have been 3 through. They remembered protection.
Yep. If she pays to jump, she could hit that ingress and get on the same elevation if she so desired, because the red Mandos are down, so she will take that. She'll bring it back in the middle, both get a momentum. Oh, so he re-healed himself. He got the 4 through, and
oh, I see.
Because he cut for the Vader dice, but yeah, he's back to full health. Interesting that he's looking at staying on the ground.
Yeah, I guess trying to make Maul decide whether or not to melee or go to that elevation once it's his turn.
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad call. Because Maul would have to come central to pull her now.
Yeah, I guess otherwise, yeah, if she's just up top, it's an easy pull off.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. May have made him to make a choice in what he does now. All right. Armorer. Did she move anyone?
Yeah, it looks like we're just planning things out, seeing how far she can go. Must be looking, yeah, to go take that point that Ahsoka just took.
Yeah.
Jump.
It's either that or
I mean, yeah.
I reckon she could try to bomb the back point. Jump, advance, hunker. Because there's no one on that. Vader's underneath, but if she could possibly advance from the building that's in front of her onto that that gantry near the coverts. Double advance hunker maybe gets
Yeah.
there. But
I
I think he's
wonder-
I think wouldn't you want to put some damage on with armor auto rather than just taking a point?
yeah. Then it forces Vader to kind of stay at the back with her.
Mhm.
He probably doesn't mind that though, right? It gives him a nice target.
Mm.
I don't know if that. Yeah. I guess.
I guess it's still. I don't know. I feel like Jeff's in a good spot here.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna score 4. 1, 2, 3, or score 3, maybe 4, or 3 in a wound. So he's gonna be only 1 off.
Yeah, that's why I feel like he might want to focus on putting some damage on stuff rather than
Yeah, trying to rush
Right.
out the struggle. I agree.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Maybe a big play from Mundi or Stats, but I feel like the other aspect that he is playing in Jeff's favor if he slows it down is it means that Red Mando 1 has to use one of his big hitters to in struggle 1, whereas I think he'd much prefer to have them available in struggle 2 instead.
Yeah.
Right? Like this struggle looks like it's heading towards Boba Fett. So if you're if the struggle is almost firmly yours, you kind of want to waste your opponent's good activation, ideally, if you can.
Problem is, all of his cards are nearly good cards. What's he got? Shatterpoint, Mundi,
Yeah, but like
Shakti.
rather than having them all come up, and struggle 2,
Yeah.
right? And say he busts out struggle 2, and then there's a shuffle, and now it's like struggle 3. He's got all these potential good cards back in his deck again. If you
Yeah.
can waste some of them now,
Yeah. Yeah,
don't
that's what
know.
you're saying.
It's some consideration anyway.
Yeah. For expertise. For expertise is good. 2 blocks off with a crit and a hit. So 4. What was it? 2 expertise.
Yeah.
2, so 2 through.
Yeah.
Is it?
4 blocks on Ahsoka's side.
Yeah, but Armor turns 2 of them off. So she's only got 2
2.
blocks versus 4. So yeah, 2 through.
Would she not explode?
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, probably.
So no blocks.
Yeah, it could be 4.
So 4
could be 4
through.
through.
Yeah. Which gets heals off the armor as exposed, if that's what happened. Six. Yeah.
Making the reposition up.
It's nothing that Mundi can't push off.
Mm-hmm.
Ahsoka has no conditions, so she can get ahead of herself, but she needs her supports to come back for that to happen.
There's Shakti. Ooh, now, well, yeah, she'll get close enough for the repulse.
Yeah, because she didn't get a dash from anyone. She's kind of stuck having to go to that side point. I don't know if she can have a big enough, get to a position where she can have a big enough impact in the middle.
Right. Jump. Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
There is an ingress there. Maybe she could abuse a little. Jump, advance to the ingress. She gets maybe down next to the ARF on that bottom of that ladder, which she'd be lucky to be engaged with anyone, really, I think.
Yeah. That looks pretty fair for sure. Yeah, attempting to skip over. That's going to be tight for the Force Repulse 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he goes there, then he's going to have to push Ahsoka away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which might be good for the next struggle, but not so good for this struggle.
If he goes just in range of armor, probably just cover into that crate.
Yeah, possibly. Just doing his math. So you gotta make sure you have a good think about where she goes, because she's not going to be able to get a melee. So normally you'd want to get into a spot, do a melee attack. She should get 2 down her tree. She can do the 2 damage, reposition, and then get in the perfect spot. But because she can't melee, it's just move and maybe hunker and repulse. See, she could have.
Oh yeah, the hunker too. Right.
You have to consider, would he reserve? I don't. He doesn't have much force. Yeah, I think he's going to reserve her.
Oh, must have been measuring the range 3 to see if he could get the discount on that. He was measuring range 3 from the 501st there.
Yeah. Alright, so he's displaced armorer. She's effectively taken that point. She still has an action. And now Ahsoka is too far away to recover. He's just going to take cover into the wall. Yeah, having so many melee units is making it hard for Mando 1.
Yeah, I find especially on Tabletop Simulator, they tend to put a few less ingress points.
I find even in person, people have a lot of terrain now. It's no longer just like a core set, and maybe everyone's got a high ground and probably more. So there is quite a lot of terrain on a board. So yeah, it can be very tricky for melee units depending on the terrain.
Yeah, I was just playing a game, Battlebox, the other night, and the map had like multiple areas that had like elevation 3.
Oh, really?
Not just a second elevation, but yeah, like a third elevation. Like what's going on here? And you don't have a ladder to it. What is happening?
You gotta, yeah. Yeah, some of my towers I did double up, so it goes up to the 3rd tier and then put a gantry across them. Or not.
Right.
You gotta have somewhere for Lando and R2 to hide, right?
Well, fair. Yeah. I was trying out Moff Krennic again, but nobody on that list has jumps, so it was a bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah, that's why Mandalorians are such a good all-rounder team. You can put them on any map, and they're gonna say, "I don't care what terrain you got. I'm just gonna jump anyway." If I'm engaged, I'm just gonna jump. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's where with the Empire list I was running going into the November Grand Tournament too. It had Reva, Fifth Brother, and Dark Troopers. So 4 out of 7 bodies that can jump. So it's definitely helps a lot. Definitely feel it now after practicing with that team so much. Whenever I throw a team together and I'm like, wait, nobody has jumps?
How
do I get places?
I'm a big fan of scale. I really like those Pathfinders
Yeah.
for that scale. I used to be a big fan of the Republic Commandos for the scale.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yes.
Yeah, but
Also,
no,
don't forget exit
them on my
strategy.
list.
Exit strategy. Yep.
Exit strategy.
Exit strategy.
So the weak ways can't jump, but they can climb
Right.
while they're engaged. So it's pretty good. It's effectively a jump, but they're pirates, so they're climbing ropes.
I think I had a battle report not too long after your guys' episode about the update, and had to throw that in for you. You probably didn't see it, but somebody was playing weak ways and they did the climb, and I was like, "Oh, exit strategy." Probably no one noticed.
Love it. Love it.
There's a t-shirt idea in there somewhere.
Oh, maybe it could be
there
a
you go.
Galaxy is watching t-shirt.
That's your content, the old exit strategy.
You can get that done by CanCon, right?
Yeah.
We're struggling to get something.
I think there was talk of a hat. I'm pretty keen on a hat.
Yeah, hat would be good. Maybe I won't burn my head this year. I have a hat.
There you go.
That's
Just part of your tournament preparedness kit.
That's it.
Just got to stop leaving the sunroof down on the Tesla, I reckon.
No, I've got to cover up so that because otherwise my head seriously burns.
What's cooking over here? Vader's finally activated.
When he's on the wrong side of the board.
He can still kill a covert.
He can kill somebody, yeah.
Doesn't get engaged. That's all right. He
he did.
Did he? He wants Vader's Fury anyway.
Yeah. Just laughing because we didn't want to push Ahsoka back with that Force Repulse, but that's going to be getting him one of those points.
Yeah. See what I mean? Wasn't great for that struggle, but this one. Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Bo just went back right from his perspective. Put Gar in the middle. Yeah, see, there's no ingress points for Vader to get up to that point with Gar, but he's already scoring 2. One of them's the priority. Get a wound. That's a good start.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the more points that are on higher elevations, the more advantage it gives Boba Fett.
Right. Yes. Sorry, for a second I was thinking you were talking about Boba Fett, the unit, not.
No, the player they're using the Mandalorians.
I was thinking that as well. It's going to be confusing for people.
Yeah, it's not even their display names on here. So
yeah, Tirrith. We'll stick with that.
Yeah, there we go. All right, dice are being thrown.
Oh, not a bad roll there from Vader. 2 expertise will give him 2 crits, so 7 to 2, so 5 through. Yeah, I'd say they die. Because are they in the deck or out of the deck? Well, they get protection from... No, they're not contesting a point. Yep, so they die. Goodbye, coverts. So both have both of their supports down. I've been playing Jin a lot lately, so as soon as a kill happens, I'm like, yep, now you get the momentum, I'll put the momentum on, and now Jin heals. So you really got to be over that timing for Jin. But no Jin today. But yes, momentum should be added immediately.
Yeah, I need to figure out more. Like whenever I try her, I end up just like running her across the board, and then she's got no buddies to heal up. So I really gotta figure out or stop myself from running her away or something.
Yeah, yeah, I do know. I had problems like that initially. I sort of just treat her like Anakin now. I make sure she's sort of been double dashed before she activates, and she's normally in a pretty good spot. But yeah, she does have a lot of movement, so you do get tempted to like, oh, I can just board cross now. But maybe you don't need to give those heals to other people if you've board crossed. You might be under a lot of pressure, so she's using those heals on herself as well.
True. What do you like to run her with?
Leia running. I'll just run Jin box. Been running Leia, Sabine Pathfinders. So much movement. Half of them dash off their expertise as well. I do like her with Cassian, whether it's this Cassian box or whatever you want to mix with him. But yeah, Leia's my favorite. But it's definitely my favorite team at the moment. Leia Jin.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I ended up, as I started from basically Cassian Jin boxes and then tweaked from there too, and I ended up swapping Jin for Leia, but yeah, I could see Jin with Leia.
Leia's really good. She brings heaps of movement, or it's like 4 dashes before she even makes a move action, right? She dashes each character in the unit off a tactic. She can wonder still alive. She can focus for a dash for herself, and then she has a move action. It's just crazy. The revenge attack can be good. If you're running into steadfast stuff, it's not as good. But she doesn't bring a lot of damage. Sabine, she can be hit and miss what she brings, but she at least dashes someone. The Pathfinders, they're not super aggressive. They can do okay though. But then that's why I pair that with Jin and Jin box, because Jin and Baze and Tirrith, they can make up the damage that the other ones lack. Even though I'm not getting the Cassian dice from the focus or whatever, that still 7 or 8 dice, they have pretty good attacks. Plus the force economy is great. It's 7 force with a refresh, and then if I run out of force, I can just spend a momentum. Which if you're looking at losing, like particularly in a second struggle, if you're looking at not doing too well, you can just, I'm just going to spend all my momentum. If you've spent all your force trying to keep up, yeah, it can be really good.
Yeah, fair enough. I've actually found in a couple of my experimental Jin lists that, well, especially when you've got the full box, so then you've got Baze and Shroot's refresh and that as well. Get close to the end of the deck and it's like, wait, I've got all this force left. Like, not even thinking about the momentum stuff. Like, it's like Jin's force neutral,
basically, yeah.
Force neutral.
Yeah. If you can get yourself in a good position for their bottom ability, I forget what it's, praying for the door to open. Yeah. So first, you might get the 2 bodies together, tie up a point, and you're like, okay, I'm going to turn that point off. Now, if you know they don't have a lot to activate on that side of the board, you're in a good spot, because if they're unable to kill or displace those units who are potentially too far away, you just spend a force at the end of that turn, whether it's your turn or their turn, spend a force, gain a momentum. Spend a force, gain a momentum. I've seen that ruin people because they're just like, I can't get over there, and I know, and I'm just going to keep spending because I've like the force economy is so good I can afford to, and that can be pretty impactful. But typically, most people split them up, and it's really
That's my
hard.
problem,
It's because why wouldn't you, right? Because one can go one way and do one thing, the other one can go the other way and do the other thing. So I can see why they're kind of incentivizing also sticking together. Because yes, they might be less impactful across the board, but they can have a super big impact in that one spot if you can manufacture that situation.
Yeah. That's another thing I gotta work on.
People get halfway through reading that bottom ability and they're just like, yeah, I don't care. The rest of their card's good. I'm not even going to bother reading it.
Yeah.
But really, if you can try and position
I've
for
read
it. Yeah.
I know how it works. I've helped people understand what that wall of text means, but still haven't used it.
Yeah.
Just going to call out the 5 fail defensive roll for Shakti there.
Oh, she's still alive though.
She is, yeah. I think he only got 3. Yeah, 3 through and a damage.
Oh, the pin slows her down too. There goes her jump.
Yeah, okay. Pulled her off there. I assume he's, getting that back point. That was priority with Gar. They just haven't marked it. So yeah, they're landing on 0 again. Each got a momentum. Mundi's going to say bye-bye to Maul, probably.
Yeah, well, he's not getting to that back point. Just force pushing more would be not bad. So where does an advance get him? He could probably get.
Yeah,
He doesn't
somewhere
even
around
need it.
that crate.
I was going to say maybe he wants to position to get the force discount, but who's his last card, do you know?
That would be Shatterpoint, I believe.
Well, he probably wants a force for that. So yeah, that's what he's measuring, I think, to get in range 3 of the 501st and range 3 of Maul.
Yeah, should be pretty good overlap there.
I think he was considering whether he could make it to Maul, to Gar, but yeah, I don't think so. Nothing wrong with having a look. Yeah, so I think he wants to dash Ahsoka. Oh no. I was going to say to heal, but there's no one there to attack.
Right. And not even a wounded unit. Okay, yeah. See, I figure, well, did he dash anybody yet? I guess. Shakti's pinned.
He wants to dash a Jedi, so that only gives him Ahsoka and Shakti. So he clears Shakti's pinned, or Ahsoka's happy where she is.
Yeah, he was looking at that dash. I wonder if he wants to put Mundi as forward as possible, potentially, to threaten that back point on the next turn with his Shatterpoint, but
that is a good call. Okay.
Yeah, Who's last in?
So he's going to force push Maul, and Ahsoka takes the point this turn.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
I'm just gonna start thinking about who's left in Tirrith's deck. He did the shatter. I think he Shatterpointed coverts.
Oh, then yeah, to be coverts.
So yeah, it'll be them. So yeah, they're not going for that back point.
No,
So, yeah.
but they go next. Maybe
Mhm.
Mundi can get up there and have a crack at them. If he can double wound
Yep.
those coverts, that's a big win.
Yeah, and then I guess he'd have to get the. No, he'd have a force left for the force push, possibly.
Did he not get in range? I think he dashed hunkered. It looked like he was.
Yeah. I think. Oh, maybe he was just checking the hunker.
Yeah, he didn't apply one.
Yeah. Yeah, just checking the take cover, but it was out of range, I guess.
Spending the one force.
Goodbye, Maul.
I know he did apply the hunker.
And
So he tactic dash, hunkered, and then move action.
yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so he's got one force left for his next turn. It's going to be pretty tricky trying to get the discount for the next one, though he could probably get it off the ARF, depending on how he positions. Because
Well, yeah, the jump probably doesn't get him in range of Gar to force push.
his other side has a repo. There's supers are dead. I wouldn't bother going towards armorer.
Assuming that some coverts end up on that. What's the priority point now?
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely take that point. Just no ingress there for Republic to use makes it very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not forget about no mercy for those super commandos. Even though they are wounded, they can still trigger.
Mm-hmm. Do the climb up, but then he probably needs to do the take cover to get there.
Don't know if he can hunker past that red Mando.
Well, the climb doesn't set off. No mercy.
No. Dash advance repo.
Oh, I see. Yeah, attacking them. Okay. Anyway, getting ahead of ourselves, I guess. What are these coverts doing? Looking to attack somebody. Range 4.
Did he have force to pay for their focus? Oh, dude, it's got armor. So
He's got armor.
Yeah.
Silly us.
Yeah, it's a great identity.
Yeah. I did finally get that box recently, but they're sitting primed.
Yeah, pretty good box. It was all the rage at the last CanCon.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Looking to go steal that. We've got a devoted Mando players Still in November, rocking the full Mando's list.
Yeah, it's competitive. It does have a lot of answers. Listen, it doesn't have any. Well, Mando has diceless displacement, but there's no Mando here today. But generally, no diceless displacement, but lots of out of activation movement, lots of conditions, lots of damage. The force economy is decent, depending on if you have Paz, he probably wants to spend a little bit, depending on, just at least have force there for the threat of his revenge attack.
Yeah.
That's why Maul is great, because he
for sure.
offsets that one force that you're short. Or more. Lumi's another great one to play with Mandos.
Yeah.
Getting to dash after you kill someone. Heals when someone gets wounded.
Yeah, I can definitely help out with the conditions there.
Mm.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that really, actually, really shoring up Paz a lot. Give those dashes to him, because he can clear other people's conditions. Does he clear his own on his tactic?
What is it? It's the everyone recovers the condition, but only the support stash, or is it the other way around?
I'm gonna have to look. Only the supports.
I believe that's it. Only the
Job.
support stash, but everybody gets to heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was great early when he first came out. People are like, oh, I'm just going to attack Paz. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
You just smack him back so much harder than whatever they hit him. But I think people are jerried on. Maybe not such a good idea.
Yeah, I definitely earlier on there had a game against someone playing the full Mando team, and there was a situation where the 1 point that liked to keep being priority had like bow, armor, bow and armor on it, I think, and then as was like just out of range 2 of them, but if I shoved one of them off, they would be within 2 of him. It's like,
but Bo being there, they would have had steadfast, right?
Exactly, yeah. So it's like, even if I actually get to shove one of you, then you're in range of Paz. He's going to jump, take your place.
Yeah, Bo and Paz in the same spot is super hard to deal with, because generally, if someone's near Paz, you can go, okay, as long as I've got some front-loaded shoves, I can 1 or 2 shoves and you're outside of range, or of range 2 of Paz, he no longer gets to do the revenge attack. But if Bo is there providing steadfast, it makes it so much harder to be able to do that, leaving yourself open to that revenge attack, which hurts so much for a 5 dice attack.
Yeah.
He doesn't like a disarm, though, the old Paz.
This is true. Or a pin, so.
Yeah, agreed.
So another good one for Boba Fett. The unit.
Indeed. Thanks for the clarification. All right, Mundi. He dashed Ahsoka back for that back point. That's handy. Dashed himself. He's not in melee range, but
He is in 3 of Gar for
he
that.
can push him. Then he's gonna have to hunker and climb, because he can't climb from where he is. So he could potentially hunker now, get a better angle on.
True.
Yeah, supers are still down.
Mhm. Yeah, I would probably just do the hunker forward. Well, does that get him? It'd still probably be within 3 of.
That'll just
Arv?
get him up. Well, if he hunkers towards the red Mando, even though the red Mando is dead, he will not gain hunker. Because you
This is true.
cannot be engaged with wounded units and gain hunker still.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably wants to keep the hunker, even though Mundi does have that great threat of force enhanced reflexes. So there's super deflect
Mm,
that you have
right. T is now wounded, so he can be within 3 of her to do.
Oh, yeah,
one
that makes
force
it much
force.
easier. Yep. Yep. There we go.
Okay, looking at doing the climb first before the force push. So really, I mean,
Well, from that angle, he can push him to the side middle point, and that's basically no man's land. Like all the points are very far away from there.
yeah, this struggle. I mean, yeah, next struggle, I guess, yeah, either one of those points is possible to come up. So
So no attack for Mundi. It'll just be climb, force push, because he's already hunkered.
Mhm.
What stance is he in? So I think this would be about where you flip him to the crit downside. The side he's
Right.
on now is great for, doing damage and heals, but not so good in defense. I think you
Mhm.
get less dice though, right? It's like 4 dice in melee or something. Is it?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, I think so. For reasons. Uh, oh yeah, 6 in melee, 4 ranged.
4 range, yeah, but his super deflect works for either a range or a melee attack. You just have to declare it before the attack. Unlike
Right.
not regular deflect, which happens after the attack.
Very true. Yes. So yeah, I guess that's where you fish for the crit down.
Yeah. So I don't think he
So I got his
flipped.
3. He did not flip. And we're getting Bo-Katan. She is not really where you want her. She can get to that point with Mundi, but I notoriously get 2 steps with Bo. I would not rely on the shove there, especially with well,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
100%. What Bo brings is not offensive power. She's a
yeah,
great defensive piece. She can, provide protection, steadfast. She can dash people back onto points. What she can very rarely do is get more than 2 or 3 down a tree.
the jump also isn't really the tactic isn't really helping her get a point either, because the super commandos are wounded.
Armor is not bad.
Bears out of range.
Armor exposes
Armor, yeah,
Mundi.
double up.
Doesn't matter what side he's on. She'll just say,
Oh,
no expertise
yeah,
for you.
yeah, yeah. Went for the reserve there. Yeah, yeah. Armor is a better pull for sure. I guess at this point, do you keep going for this struggle? I guess he's already got the priority point. So could flip 1 or 3, land on 0.
Yeah, I'd still probably be.
Yeah, she can probably get Ahsoka's point, which is going to be annoying to get back.
Yeah, because Ahsoka's what, 2 health, she's dead. So that's the momentum. 3-point swing, lands in the middle, both get a momentum. So
And
it's,
then
it's game on from there. It's 3 either way.
Yeah, and it's kind of a king of the hill spot against this melee heavy team.
Yeah, agreed.
Going to be glad that's not the role for 4 fails and expertise. But he hasn't rolled yet. So yeah, should be
blocks.
exposed to
Yep.
this. That doesn't do anything.
So you should turn a block off. Oh, she? No, sure. 2 extra, so 6, 7, 8 to 2, so 6 down. Which she can go 7 armorer because you can just keep going straight up or down that last 3 tiles.
Probably take. Well, I guess she'll recover anyway. I don't know, maybe take the reposition so that she can take cover. Get a hunker up there.
She can, reposition to the ladder around the back of that building and up onto the point. Probably the go. She definitely gets the heal to lose her own expose from hunter and prey.
Yep.
Yeah, I was speaking about the melee units and their limited mobility. Armor doesn't suffer from any of that. She gets to jump at the start of her activation as well as jump someone else. Then she has a move action, and hunter and prey she can jump or advance and give off her expose if she can end engaged.
Yeah.
Armor is the Jedi. All Jedi wish they were.
Yeah, 100%. She doesn't have diceless displacement, but she does so much else.
Yeah, right. She does everything else that you want.
Yeah.
Has an amazing identity as well. Just so good.
It's like Boss is the self-harmer that Maul wishes he could be.
Maul, considering, how old that model is, I think he holds up still pretty well.
He just wants that 3, whatever. What are they called?
Yeah.
Wounds. Not wounds, but
Durability.
Durability, that's it. He needs, if he got that, he'd be great again.
Yeah, well, boss has it, so why shouldn't he, I guess?
Make Maul great again.
Because it's not like Maul can shoot harder when he gets hurt more. It's only melee.
Yeah.
Maybe we need a new hat.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Anakin ones were not popular.
Too political.
That's it.
See, this whole thing is just merch.
Brainstorming for merch, right?
Yeah. Just printed money here today. All right, reserving Vader and getting Shock T.
Yeah, because of the, once again, lack of ladders, there's not a whole lot Vader can do.
Yeah, he does at least have the ranged attack in his pocket, but on one's not bad.
Yeah, but he can't cut for extra dice because that's limited to
Yeah.
a melee attack. He's seen better days, Pro Vader. 6 damage strained. He can still activate though and have a swing without dying. Sorry?
See what I would have positioned Ahsoka to, or not Ahsoka, Armor to completely body block that spot there, but looks like we're taking advantage of that to get Ahsoka up there before it gets blocked.
I think his thinking was to position to backstop himself from the shove using that box. If he had have blocked the ladder, he would have been open to the shove.
True. Yeah, I guess if the supports go,
yeah, one shove and
she
she would have been off.
But I mean, I'd be a little worried as the Republic player trying to get support shots through on Armor.
Yeah, she's pretty hard to get through. Pretty good defense. So she gets extra dice similar to Maul and Boss, but it's only in melee defense rolls. You don't see that come up too often.
Melee defense. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I actually didn't realize that it was just melee.
Yeah,
because Leia gets one, but that's for wounded units nearby.
Yeah, that is very handy. That's with her 5 dice, she's pretty good chance of hitting the dash, but with the 6 dice, she's nearly certain to hit the dash on her expertise.
Pushing the covert off. Do anything with the Super Commando? I guess not. Yeah, things are starting to look a little not great for the Republic side. The Mando side is waking people up and everybody's back to full health again.
Yeah, it's time those supports come back. They're not far away, I don't think, for Unlucky Gamer.
Definitely living up to his name today with those dice. The 5 fails from Shakti.
Yeah.
501st just getting one shot by Gar.
Ooh, I missed that one.
Yeah, that was like second activation or third activation.
Yeah, Gar doesn't stuff around.
Even Armorer getting 7 down the tree. Jeez. I'm like 4. 4 is what she normally gets.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Or 3 to 5. Pretty good at getting that 4.
She usually gets 4. She can
Yeah,
usually clear the own, like the self-expose.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause she's turning blocks off.
One with Bo for this one. Getting that covert back up. Steal the 1 point. Take a smack at Mundi, I guess, maybe?
Did Mundi super deflect? I would have super deflect for sure. Don't think he did. Because Bo's protection, right? She's only got 8 health, but she's normally got protection, so 9 health. You chip her down 3, she's all of a sudden killable.
Very true. I wasn't paying attention to that force, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, she didn't suffer the damage. She rolled a miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 damage on
Momentum is
Mundi.
moving in. Right. Now that's tied up.
See, now he could have killed her. So now 9 damage. He can't do 9 damage. He can do 8.
Right.
And right now she's got protection because she's contesting. Like, he can tactic dash himself on the other side of her, push her away. Or maybe dash towards the ARF. Push her away.
Yeah, this is probably the one card that he didn't want to see right now. It's like anyone else would have been able to go for another point to flip. I mean, he can, yeah, I guess he can force push and then go somewhere else, but
She's
not gonna be
very
able to.
she's very easily
Yeah.
just dashed back on by Gar, or I know Armor is gone, but if he hasn't Shatterpointed yet, you could Shatterpoint her. He's got three different out of activation dashes. Now, Bow is one of them, but you'd have the Shatterpoint as well. So having half of your team being able to dash someone is pretty good. Unlucky Gamer has a similar deal, but Ahsoka can only dash a primary. Mundi, he can dash anyone, but if it's not a Jedi, he doesn't get the dash that he screams for most of the time. So it's a lot more limited. Mundi, Shakti can dash anyone though.
Yeah, just thinking because Mundi's got to pretty much stay on that point.
3 expertise is 4 hits, so it's 7. So 4 through. So what were you saying? So he gets a free force push. Not bad, 6 damage.
Right. Yeah. I was just comparing. First off, I was comparing Kiadi Mundi's activation to potential Vader activation, which Vader doesn't look great. So that's probably why he didn't want to go with that reserve. But Mundi was kind of probably the last thing that he wanted. He's already on.
Yeah.
Point he has.
So
I don't know if Ahsoka's gone in this deck. I don't think so.
So now it comes down to a dice roll.
Yeah.
That's it. That's game.
Gar. Oh yeah, where did the priority end up?
Block.
Oh yeah, one. Yeah. Yeah. Well. There you go.
I think that's Tirrith's 12 win in a row now.
Very nice. As soon as I said, "Do you give up on this struggle or not?"
Yeah.
Things flipped, and there you go.
Yeah, I think as long as you've got a look in, you've kind of got to keep giving it a go until you definitely can't, unless you have a strategy, that relies on something else. But
yeah, and they were about to refresh their decks, so you're getting, a fresh deck. Never know what's going to happen there. Excuse me.
You all right?
No. Yeah, sorry, just burping, being gross.
The players will come in and join us after they're finished here. Yeah, unfortunately, Unlucky Gamer was list locked into this combination. He's famously a great Obi-Wan player, General Obi-Wan. This is definitely a different playstyle and probably not his preferred. Where Tirrith definitely felt a lot more at home with his lists.
It's kind of funny. I was actually I just started doing commentary on a game from November where both players Delta and Obi-Wan.
Yep.
But
G'day, mate.
beside them.
Sorry.
Did you want to talk to us after the game, or?
Yeah, mate. Come on in.
Hello.
Who wants to go first?
Jeff, you can start.
Yeah, it was. I thought Matt was going to bring Kenobi, and that's why I brought these two squads because they got a lot of kill power.
Yep.
And they didn't fail. I mean, I rolled pretty good and killed everything. Even though I didn't bring Kenobi, I probably would have killed them anyway. I think, Matt. I'm not sure. What extra dice might have helped you?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, and just the kill power was huge. And then this center object in the middle, he couldn't get up there because I managed to block with 2 models, and that was really costly in the end for him. So,
But just because I had no ranged attacks.
Yeah, I made that point earlier. Basically, every point that was on a higher elevation gave you more advantage because very little ladders, basically no jumps for the Republic, and you've got jumps coming out your bum. The Mandalorians.
So it was quite a good map, I guess. But I'm happy with it. I normally take Lumi and armor, and Maul went okay, but Lumi would have been, I think, might be a little bit better. I'm not sure. But yeah, I managed to nullify Vader. I think Vader had 1 attack, Matt, the whole game.
1 attack, yes, just into the coverts.
Yeah. But you had something to say, Matt? I'm finished. I have nothing else to say.
No, I got nothing to say really. I felt the terrain maybe was troublesome. I just couldn't. To deal with Jeff's list, you need to kill it. I just couldn't. I couldn't get any attacks off with my primaries. Just because of the way, or even my secondaries, just the way he was situated, didn't give me any opportunity to do anything. So the terrain kind of strangled me out of the game. And just Jeff's being able to keep dead models in my way, so I couldn't get up into places, just meant that all I'm doing is moving and force pushing. And sure, that can win a point, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna do enough attrition because he can just put live models back on points really easily, and I just had a bunch of dead models.
Matt was trying to use the arse to get the dash. I don't know if you're watching that, but he was trying, but he just couldn't get an attack to actually get the benefit of the arse. Mundi got hurt.
I couldn't. Yeah, Mundi wants to use the arse to move around, to force push, to be on positions to score 2 different points, but it's like I can't even get an attack off on a unit.
Yeah.
To get or like put a bunch of heals into something, at least put heal Vader or something, so he can cut himself. I just cannot get an attack off on any unit, even dead ones. I couldn't even get attacks off on dead units.
It made you on the ground of these 2, I guess, Gar Saxton and Super. It was.
I think I made 3 or 4 attacks all game. Like it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think there was a lot in that game that was sort of outside of your control, and then. Sort of Jeff did a good job of making sure that what was kind of in your control, he tried to stop that out, like you said, through his positioning.
Yeah. Did you see the Shakti 5 defenses, 5 misroll, the Yahtzee?
Yeah, that was rough.
You got to wave that because I rolled pretty poorly too, but not as bad as that. Yeah.
If you didn't like do that, you still win the point anyway, right? Because you've pulled it off.
Yeah, still win the point anyway.
So it wouldn't have actually made a huge difference, regardless. I just couldn't leverage Mundi's identity with wounding things to move my Jedi around or even heal them, and just the 501st copping full tree Gar Saxon straight away was rough, and then the what are they called, the ARF just getting killed by the coverts in their turn.
I think it showed that having half your team that had no range attacks, snips, Shakti and Mundi, it just it really hurt. Really hurt.
Yeah, 100% agree.
And then he never drew his half again, or the 212 again either, to bring him back and do some shooting. Didn't even draw him. So
Just for bodies on points, yeah, but it was hard to. You couldn't dash them onto points because all the ingresses were blocked or whatever ingresses are there. So
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with my high out of activation movement with that team, there was not like I couldn't do anything anyway because all the points were that second struggle. All the points were elevated, and there was no ingresses to get to two of them. And then the other one was that there was an ingress to get to. Jeff had it just blocked, and even though I was force pushing models off, he activates the armorer who just puts them back on, or activates, Bo-Katan or Garzaxin just to put those units just to where they were. And because I'm not making attacks, they're alive. So it's not like I'm contesting from the floor continuously, but because I couldn't actually get attacks off, they just remained alive, and it was just
I
it was
thought,
rough.
I agree, Matt. And I thought even the fact that you had any wounds to me, I think even if you got the third, you were going to struggle from attrition, right? Because all those dudes have got so many wounds on them.
Oh no, no. From
Yeah.
the middle of the first struggle, it was always going to be rough. As soon as you activated the supers and put them where you did,
Yeah.
up against that ingress, blocked in, and the only way to shove you was from behind you, and I just couldn't get too
Yeah.
behind you just because of positioning. I tried with Mundi, he fell short by a couple of millimeters. I tried with a couple of units to get back there, and it just nothing I was doing was working. It's just one of those games where everything you do you miss by millimeters.
I want to change it. I want to see if can I get rid of the tokens. I want to see if sabotage would if you would have won, what would have happened?
yeah, that would sabotage would have been different. Would have been a lot more on the ground.
Well, just the
Oh, that's still all tough. Yeah, you needed the middle point to be on all the time, and that was just like 1 point.
But the other one, it must be that left one that was really hard for him to get on. That screwed him completely, I thought. That middle one on the left, from I'm looking at it.
Yeah, the height.
Yeah, because everything else he could get to, but it was just anyway. It was a good game, so get it out of the way.
it was a good game anyway. Yeah, that's great. I smashed it 56-0. It was a great game.
Here's the problem, everybody. These two pairings for this league was my B team, and they just won, and now they've stuffed up my plans for CanCon. So that's what it's done.
Oh no, what a shame. I'm too good at this game. Oh, feel sorry for me. I'm so good.
You're an idiot. All right. Okay. All right. It's because you got too drunk and too partying after the big wins you had. That's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. All right. I better go. Thanks for the game, Matt.
No, anytime, man. Anytime.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
See you, Jeff.
See you.
Anything
Yeah.
you want to add, Dylan?
Oh wait.
No, not too much. I guess if I want to make Red Mando one mad at me a little bit, that table was actually inspired by one of my tables. but
I'm sure you had more ladders on your one.
there's a couple built-in ones to the into the terrain that they missed when recreating it. So
there it is. It's okay. It's a conspiracy.
It's Laddergate. No, that wouldn't have changed anything anyway. I think I was list locked into Vader, and I only really wanted to play him if I played up against a Kenobi list.
I still thought Kenobi Vader's better, right? That's what I thought. It's still hard troublesome to deal with.
I
right?
don't want to play Kenobi in front of a crowd.
There you go, everybody. You heard it first. Live television.
It's all right. It's pretty boring to watch anyway. It's effective, but it's pretty boring to watch.
But also, but playing into Jeff, he had both his lists are really effective into playing against Obi-Wan, right? He's got the Mace Mundi combination, which has a lot of displacement in it, obviously with Shakti and Mundi, and then Mace gets a few shoves early. So and Mace can just kill, right? So that would have been an issue for me. And then his list that he brought, he smashed me a few months ago at the D3 event that we went to, with that list when I played Kenobi, he just tore through my units. There's nothing I could do
At
about
Lumi
it.
in that one. Yeah.
It was Lumi instead of Maul, but he still it was everything else was exactly the same, and he just
Yeah,
like
Lumi's
tore
better.
shreds off me. None of my units lived. Right, I must have put like 8 wounds on or something. So there, I felt like nothing I was really gonna take was a great option. And my thought process was if I can just kill things, his Mandos, with Vader and obviously Mundi cutting up high and Ahsoka cutting up high, and the 501st can put out some damage as well. If I could be on parity with wounds, then it might be okay. But I wasn't afforded a chance to get into the game, and that's all right. This happens, and it's fine. It's not CanCon, so it doesn't really matter.
That's right. Everybody heard it here first. Matt threw this game on purpose because he didn't want to shout goodies on live stream, basically.
No, I don't want to be embarrassed. The thing is, and this is what it is. It's not about being good. It's like if I play Kenobi like shit, people are like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about? He doesn't know what he's fucking doing with Obi-Wan." And I'm like, I don't want to, because I love him so much and I play him all the time. I just don't want to be shit at using him in front of a crowd. That's what it is.
We've seen Judge Assault lose a game on Galaxy is Watching with Obi-Wan. So, if he can do it, anyone can do it. It's okay.
That's true. Yes, that is true. But
But
he's
everybody-
also the master, so.
Everybody wants to see how you play Obi Mundi, though. Give the people what they want.
Well, I couldn't play Obi Mundi because I was list locked into Vader.
I know.
Yeah, which is that's a poor that's poor planning on my behalf. I should have thought of my lists better. I just brought Vader for a Judge Assault encounter, because I had encountered him in the last 3 leagues, and I was just waiting to get him again, but I didn't. And so yeah, no, I don't think Vader is where I'll be headed in the future.
Side note, sorry.
Side note, go on, yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed Judge Assault is the #1 Fisto player at the moment. So do you have any insight into how he's, getting use out of him?
Yeah, because nobody else is using it, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Just by rocking up, you reckon he's taking it?
Shots fired.
he's a very good player, Judge Assault.
He is.
So I think whatever the other half of that pairing is, he must be leveraging that super well.
Yeah.
Whether that's Obi-Wan or whatever else he's using.
Obi or Mundi, you'd think, right?
Obi or Mundi alongside Kit. Depends what the rest of the Kit Fisto squad is doing.
He's also doing very well with Boss.
He's killing it with Boss.
Yeah.
It could be Boss. It could be Boss and Kit. Does that work?
Maybe.
I feel like I've
Kit's a
seen his
killer.
name at the top of a few.
Yeah.
He's got all the
second
top
for
of Republic.
Mundi.
Yeah, he's like the best Republic player all around.
Hunter.
I thought you were.
He doesn't have Mace though. You've got Mace.
Obi.
I've got Mace because no one uses Mace. So
Yeah, that's how I
used to use
got
it a
Mother.
lot. Yeah, right. Like these units from the beginning of the game that were cracker and then kind of just fell away. Look, when Mundi released, I did use Mace and Mundi a lot, and then I just was like, what if I play with Kenobi, and it kind of works. But
I've been using Mace with
Mundi, right?
with Mundi. I really like it. It's good too. Yeah.
It's got a lot of out of activation movement, which is really good.
A lot of movement. If you it's not as reliable as the Obi one, but if you get Mace in the good position early, it's really strong. Protection and steadfast, it's really strong. But as I said, it's relying on drawing him early and they,
getting him up the board.
And then you get a force push and they push him 3 away anyway. But yeah, but I'm enjoying going well for it. But yeah,
The important thing is there's plenty of competitive stuff out there. Like they did a great job with the rebalance. There's still more work to go, but yeah, excited to see what happens at CanCon and other future events. See how it all shakes out.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where the meta goes because every kind of little group has its own meta, and then larger, states and then countries. The meta obviously shifts. So CanCon will give us a really good detailed understanding of where people sit in Australia with what they want to take. And
the history of CanCon for Australia, though, it's left of field. Luke's won it twice, right? And they've both been left of field. And Tobias is in the final.
I don't know if Luke's first one was left of field, right?
Wasn't it solo? His solo? Or was that second?
No, that was the second one. Solo Vader 1.
Oh, the first one was the first event ever, though. So everything was left of field, right?
What did he run the first event?
He ran Republic and then like Vader 1 and Maul, I think.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And then the second year was interesting because Tobias had a really weird one, and they both in the final, meeting in the final.
That was great to see, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So yeah, we're all going to be there down there, and Jim's one of the favourites as well. If anybody's listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
first CanCon last year I went to, I'm like, I'm just going to take Republic because I'm familiar with it. I'm not big on playing what's the meta and stuff like that. Now coming into it, I'm probably playing pretty high meta stuff. So it's going to be a big turnaround from my last performance to this. So I don't know how well I'll go, but I hope I'll go all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you did really well at the Melbourne GT, right? You came
And
second.
that was a lot of players.
And that was a lot of players and a lot of high caliber players.
Yeah, you beat me, mate. You just shattered my dreams.
True. I got you back from CanCon. It's going to be hard. I don't want to run into either one of you two at CanCon, but good luck to you both. Regardless.
No one wants to run into anybody, mate. No one wants to run into anyone. So.
Mate,
yeah, that's it, yeah.
The top 10, like you look down and think, oh, the first few are pretty good, and you keep looking down that list and you're like, there's so many good players here. It's going to be really cutthroat. I think dice are going to matter.
So what happens as well for a game like this, there is a fair bit of luck with the draw and all that. And even the mid-tier players, the whole scene has improved as a skill level, right?
Yeah.
So even the mid-tier players, they play a solid game and things fall their way. You can get caught out like that. So,
yep, 100%.
Which you have to, yes, you've got to be on your toes the whole time, and it's tiring and all that stuff. When you're old like me, it's like,
when you're old like me, he's 21. He's claiming people that he's old. Far out.
You don't have to work. I got to bend down lower to the table than what you do. So
yeah, not at Melbourne. Fuck me dead. I have to get a step ladder. Like first day was huge.
Yeah, I'm stepping on my tippy toes, mate. My calf muscles are killing me. When you're that short, you can't judge the distances properly.
It's really difficult. Shatterpoint, when people have like tables that have like 4 layers of like height of terrain, I'm like, I'm done. I can't play on that table, guys. Don't put me on.
I literally can't reach to put the Mando up.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so bad. No, well, yeah, that's the game.
All right, guys. Anyway, thanks for the game again. I better take off, get some work done, and we've got game. I'm playing that tomorrow again, by the way, everybody. So on the table tomorrow. So
yeah, really grind out them games. I think you should just take it easy a bit, mate. Leave the grinding to me.
The top secrets. We're going to take photos, but on a gummy table with 4 different models, so you don't know what we're using.
We're going to use judgment models to play Shatterpoint, so no one knows what we're doing. Yeah.
No, I'm going to use Delmico and Veers, mate. That's my sponsor.
All right, I'll take Nadav Ev, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hey.
All right. No worries. All right, guys.
We'll catch you around, guys.
No, see you, mate.
All right, bye.
Yeah, you there, Dylan?
Yep.
Yeah, so what do you want to do moving forward? We're still recording, mind you, but I'm happy to come and do something with your content if you're interested. I encourage those that haven't checked out your content to go ahead and do that. Time to Nerd at YouTube. Is that correct?
Yeah, Time to Nerd on YouTube. Just put up a 2025 highlights video where I'm also doing a giveaway of a bunch of foil cards, a bunch of extras there. So come check that out. And yeah, hopefully I am trying to circle back to the commentary videos on some of the Grand Tournament games that I have recorded that I haven't done commentary on yet, and so maybe be able to get Qui-Gon Jinn on for on for one of those. That might be good. I'm humming and hawing about one of them is a game that I am playing in.
Yep.
I'm like, do I bring someone on for that? I also know that it's a very long grind of a game because I lived it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm down for whatever. If you wanted to commentate some of the pre-recorded games, or even you want to run through scenarios and stuff like that through TTS, or anything you want to do, I'm keen. Do a bit of back and forth.
That would be good too.
Yeah,
for sure.
I have said already. Definitely, when the new boxes come out, I'm gonna grind a couple of sneaky games with them myself, and then do like do a video on just basic how the teams operate, and maybe a play pattern or two, and yeah, see how that goes. Because
Nice.
they do hit TTS first, so it gives me an opportunity to
Right.
basically have a video out by the time the box is released, and then go, well, you know, this is how it operates, basically.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I'll be right on top of whenever they reveal all the cards for the new mission as well.
Yes, I'm
they've got
super
the-
keen for a new mission.
Yeah, they've got the one card per struggle in Tabletop Simulator. Well, I guess no, they've got the layout in. They don't have the cards yet, but we have the card.
So just at a glance, it looked like they did that mission really well. So I like, I don't mind the wider missions, but what I really hate is when you get someone that activates and they're miles away from anything, right? And you're like, great, I can't basically affect anything in this turn. They have stuff like if you know you're not near a point, you get to dash or refresh your force or whatever. It gives you something at least where you're not like really depressed that you got to do nothing in your turn. It gives an opportunity to flip those really bad activations into at least I can do something. So I'm keen to see what that mission brings and how that all works.
Yeah, trying what we have. It is interesting, especially that I think it's the second struggle where if you're on a non-active objective, you either get a dash or if you don't use the dash or don't if nobody moves, then you get impact and sharpshooter.
Yep.
So let's have Basin Fruit roll 11 dice instead of 10 dice. But anyway, aside from that, it is interesting. Kind of going like, oh, this guy's wounded or whatever, and kind of far away from things. But oh wait, they each get a dash, like just a free dash. So it can kind of open up the playing field a little bit more. It seems like.
Yeah. There's a few things I'm keen for. I'm really keen for the Dathomir box as well. That's going to be super good. I guess it's all going to be good, right? We're so starved of any stuff. But my point was, do you have a guess of the bottom line of text that we don't get to see on Morgan Elsbeth's card?
I would have to remind myself what.
I think it's something along the lines of when this unit becomes wounded. ...
Wounded. Right. I mean, kind of sounds like the start of some sort of revenge type of thing.
Yes,
but
I think that's what they want us to think, but I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think when she becomes wounded, she is unable to switch her stance card. So whatever and her two stances, I think, will be dramatically different. One will be support, one will be offensive. So
Okay.
yeah, I think you'll want to play her in one side and then flip into the other. But if you get caught out and wounded and you get stuck in the one side, well, that's going to change your play pattern for the rest of the game. But we'll see.
That's interesting because they did mention something about like, okay, you're kind of, part of some of her abilities want her to be in the mix, but then some of them, you want to keep her back so that she's not getting wounded. So that type of thing could play into that.
Yeah. Yep. And you'll probably have manipulating hand for free on one of those sides and not have it on the other, similar to Mother. But yeah, I think one side's going to be maybe lots of heals and the other more damage. But but we'll see. Super keen for that. And of course,
Yeah.
what's the other box coming? Forget the name of it.
Balin.
Yeah, he's going to be like the new Cassian. He's going to be everywhere. He's going to be playing with all sorts of heroes and villains. Do you have any ideas for lists for him yet?
Yeah, I mean the main I think the main one going around I agree with is probably some Mando synergy there. I mean they're scoundrels. He's handing out hunkers. So that's probably the first thing to try for sure.
Yeah, Balin though doesn't care who he goes with. There's not one synergistic tag on his card. So it's going to be really interesting to see the combinations that people come up with and see if they can get a bit more out of certain characters. Like I think Aura maybe might get a bit more action. Like she's got pretty good expertise, you know, and that's kind of a bit spiky. That one or two could make a big difference, but yeah, there's going to be so many combos. It's going to be good.
Yeah, there'll be lots to try for sure when those come out.
And then about the same time, we should be looking at another rebalance, right? So super keen for that because they did such a good job on the last one. Yes, there was a few things that they overlooked, but I think that was intentional. They made a point of saying we don't want to change too much too quick because then we won't know what's actually, you know, worked and what hasn't as effectively. So
yeah, I like what they did change. I think for the most part they did a good job, and like especially seeing like the clone trooper tweak where it's like, okay, you know, most of them just get another health, and look at what a difference that's made, right?
yeah, the 501st did get that crit instead of hit on the expertise. The Republic Commandos did get an extra block, though I'm not sure whether that was meant to be there the whole time or not. It didn't really make a lot of sense looking at the card, but I thought maybe it was because they had protection, but then they had 6 health at the time. So, but yeah, overall, getting the Inquisitors back on the table again. That was one of the early boxes that I bought, and it just collected dust for so long. Weak ways.
Yeah, I tried it once on Tabletop Simulator before it came out and was like, I'm skipping this for a bit. But now I'm playing Inquisitors like a lot.
Yeah, they're really good. They achieved what they wanted, right? That so much was out of balance, and it's a lot better balanced. But there is still like your year 2 models. There's some of the stuff that got missed in year 1. Super keen to see what happens with this Qui-Gon box. Do we see some kind of ability like Green Leia where she's able to turn one tag into another to get use out of that handmaiden? So is there going to be some crossover between that box? Are they going to patch in some kind of fix for that Padme box to synergize with the Naboo box? How far away are the Gungans? It should also synergize with both of those boxes. This is what I'm really hinging on.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, since there's another update coming, and we saw what they did for Bo and Clan Kreese, when Armorer came out. I wonder if they loop a change into just the update.
Yeah.
Assuming that the update happens before Big on Box.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the update should be in May. The Qui-Gon box would be lucky to come out this year. This year. So
yeah,
hopefully Christmas this year. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be good for sure. I mean, I'm hoping for sure that like all the stuff they showed us is meant to come out in 2026. My current theory because the schedule for Adepticon has come out. Um, last year they had the sneak peek was First Contact, the sneak peek tournament. This time it's the 4-player free for all mode, I think.
That looks exciting.
Which, yeah, that should be cool as well. But it has me thinking, I wonder if they're hoping to have the new mission out before Adepticon.
That would be interesting. We wouldn't see it for CanCon's like end of January. So we typically, if we don't get anything at the end of November, we don't see anything until. I think there was a box that dropped very close to CanCon. I'm not sure what side of it was, but
I think the Luke Vader, those 2 boxes were end of January that year.
Yep. Yeah, so we probably won't be lucky enough to see a change for our major GT, but yeah, that would be cool if they just dropped a mission pack. Like everyone's planned for all what their missions, and then if they're all of a sudden like, here's a new mission that no one knows much about. Like, there's going to be a heap of people that are going to be like, I'm just going to pick it just because, which would make for an interesting tournament, 100%.
Yeah, I was the guy who did that for our April grand tournament. I actually had somebody pick up First Contact at Adepticon because it didn't get to Canada on time. And then they brought it, and I dropped that on people. Got a few, oh, what goes on in that mission? Let me read the cards. Like, all right. Yes, and then let's get going so we don't go to time.
So often my games go to time. It makes it so hard. Revenge attack, right? Because I typically play revenge. They have a turn, and then I'm having a turn in their turn, and then so it goes to time, and it gets stressful, right? As soon as you know, okay, mission critical, you're like, oh no. But you got to have a time limit, right? Otherwise, people can be playing all day. So I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting to see what happens in the future. I hope you're correct. I hope they do release what they have shown us in the last transmission. But I guess we're gonna have to hold our breath and wait until Adepticon and see what happens from there.
Yeah.
Because
Hopefully, yeah.
Stayed up.
Hopefully they'd tease some sort of article about something before then. But
Yeah,
we'll definitely hear something at Adepticon.
Mini-Strav was sad. Stayed up real early in the morning to watch this 2-minute video. It's normally like half an hour or something. Didn't give us any timeline. It's just like, here's some stuff. What they revealed, I really liked, but there wasn't a lot of it. If we didn't get that Qui-Gon drop at the end, I probably would have been blowing a bit of steam. But
yeah, I do feel like the number of things was not terrible. I think it's just the fact that there's no timeline that makes it feel like, okay, is that coming in the next year, or is some of that in 2027, or and yeah, they didn't talk long about it, but hopefully they're thinking, he did mention kind of holding some discussion for interviews and stuff, but
still pretty tight-lipped about what we want to know, really.
Yeah, I will say that the one question that did not get through for my interview was if there was any, acknowledging the factors that they can't control. Any information you can give us about like what you're hoping for any releases, but no, that one didn't make it through the screening there.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand they probably don't even know themselves, right? So they don't want to go out and say, "Hey, this is going to come out at this time," and then it doesn't, and then we're all cracking. Well, you said it was going to come out,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wish
Yeah.
it was just as transparent as they were at the Adepticon thing, saying, well, it is limited because of this, this, and that. Sort of softens the blow. You understand where they're coming from, and it's a lot easier to deal with instead of just that 5-minute video that they had last time, and then the 2 hours of Legion and MCP after that, with very little explanation
Right.
for us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the Legion train is still going strong for sure. I see their posts all the time, but
yeah, they needed it. We have been spoiled. I recognize that.
Mhm.
It's just good to have enough boxes to keep mixing up the meta. Like if they just release one box, a couple of months goes by, and release another box, a couple of months go. If you're dropping like at least 2 boxes at a time, at least there's going to be a lot of different stuff being played, like variations of this. When it's just one box, there's not going to be a lot of variation. People are just going to want to play what's new a lot of the time. There's just going to be
Yeah.
so many mirrors. Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 boxes dropping in August was kind of a blessing and a curse because
Wasn't it 4?
I think
You're talking about last year? Lando,
no,
No?
that was November last year. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about like the Jin Rift Delta all in August. I feel like if if it was like one in August, one in September, one in October, I think that is also not helping stretch out the gap here, having them all drop in
once.
August like that.
Yeah.
Because people kind of grabbed. I mean, Riff is getting played, Elton, and stuff from Jin's box is obviously getting played, but it kind of all dropped at once, kind of at the peak of GT season, at least in North America, and then I feel like there's not time to explore all 3 boxes while you're prepping for a grand tournament. So people kind of lean, this is what's doing well. I'm going to lean that way and get reps on that, and kind of circle back later.
I'd say 50% of the community does that. Just says, well, what's performing, and then just plays that. Which, fair enough. Like, you want to be playing, if you're playing competitively, you want to play something that's competitive. So, tried and tested. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting to see what happens. I just want one box a month every month. That's what I want. We were nearly getting 2 a month in the first 2 years. One a month would do it, but anything less makes me sad.
Yeah. It gives people like me time to actually put some paint on models, and I actually you might laugh, but I have the 2 Spectre boxes still in the shrink wrap here. Picked those up on Black Friday because I'm or I was at least Mr. Anti-Meta. No, I'm not just gonna play Kanan. Everyone's playing Kanan. I'm gonna find something else.
Yeah. Hey, I was very much like that too. But I started playing Cassian because it fitted into what I was already playing. So it's not like I went and sought out the meta. I started playing it before it was the meta. And then it's just like, well, there's not much else has come out that makes me want to play a lot of other stuff. I don't play Cassian very much anymore, but he's still in my Premier list because why wouldn't I? But yes, he should get a bit of a debuff, one would imagine, in May. Any thoughts on his debuff?
Yeah, I should take off.
Yeah, that's
somebody's woken up on us.
Yep, no worries. Well, thanks heaps for joining me. It's great to speak to you, and we'll
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
looking forward to doing more content with you in the future.
For sure. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. See ya.
See you, mate.